Hi, my name is Bonnie Rice, and my husband and I rented a 25-foot standard RV from RV Cruise America, and there were so many bad reviews on the internet, and we were really scared what we would encounter. But I wanted to put this on YouTube to tell you that our experience was really positive. We drove from Florida to California, and we had an excellent experience. It was a great way to travel across the country. I thought I could give you just a couple pointers that might be helpful. One thing is there's a CD player in the dashboard, so if you have old CDs, it's a great way to get across the country. You also want to bring an audio cable. It needs to have an audio male adapter on both ends so that you can plug your Pandora or Spotify into your dashboard and play that as well. We had long stretches where I'm not sure if we would have had radio or not. And it was also nice to be able to get NPR across the country. We found the RV to be more than adequate. It was clean, nothing was broken. The main problem we had was rattling noises. And I would just tell anyone who's driving through the south or southeast that the roads there are pretty terrible. And so there's a lot of bumpy roads and there's a lot of rattling that goes on. The two things that we found that were really helpful was to just take the grill right off the stove and we just laid it on the bed while we were in motion, and also the plate out of the microwave. Those were the two things that were making the most noise in our RV. We did travel with 2 dogs and a cat. It was no problem whatsoever. There's a little shoe area and the cat adopted that as her hidey hole, and she did really well, and we were pleasantly surprised at how easy it was. Everything worked well, and it was just great to have your own kitchen and your own bathroom traveling with you across the country. Really saved us a lot of time. A trip we thought would take 6 or 7 days actually only took us 5 days, so we were really pleased. The RV does kind of guzzle gas. By our standards, I drive a Prius, so to me it was really guzzling gas. We spent about $200 a day at least in gas, more on the hills. My husband wanted me to share that even though it has a 350 up front, that there were times on the hills that we couldn't keep speed, and if you put it on cruise control, every once in a while the engine just about redlines. The RPMs were up around 5,000, and we think that was just because the engine doesn't have enough power to haul the tonnage. So on the hills we kept it off cruise control, and you pretty much have to accept that you're going to slow down going up the hills. But on the major highways, you were in it with the trucks, and the trucks are slowing down too. They can't make the hills rapidly either. But I would recommend to RV Cruise America that they put bigger engines into their cabs. And then the final thing that really helped us out, we got this Lehan dual sockets car power adapter. You have 2 cigarette lighters to use as a power source while you're driving. And this had 2 USB ports and 2 power adapters. That gave us 3 battery port, 3 voltage ports to plug into, as well as 2 USB ports. And you do want to keep your phones charged all the way across the country. And when you're running music, other apps through your phone, it just made it really nice to have that. And so that's what I wanted to say about our RV Cruise America trip. My husband and I were completely satisfied. It's not any cheaper than traveling by car, but it sure is a lot more comfortable. And I would encourage everybody to rent from Cruise RV. I have no relationship with them whatsoever. This is just my unbiased review from somebody who is scared to death by everything that's on YouTube. Bye. Happy travels.